Hi there. In this video we'll be tackling the modification to put the LED display on. It finally come, thankfully, and yeah, so we'll find a voltage inside the supply. Hopefully we'll find a nice one and hook up the an LED as well instead of the neon bulb. That should look pretty nice. I was thinking of a nice green LED on it since the screen apparently is red and blue. So yeah, so we'll look into that anyway. No need for a long intro because this is a continuation video. So anyway, straight onto the bench. Okay, now I've just lost the footage of actually opening the case on this, unfortunately. Stupid camera decided it didn't want to record. But anyway, let's quickly run you through it. Now, okay, I found how the meters and stuff at the front are connected, and this big cap here with a bleeder resistor on it, so that's a good thing. And here's the internal fan. I could do a bit of cleaning, so I'll make sure that's clean before I'm finished. And you can see there's quite a bit of space in there, and this too, once these movements are removed, it's quite a bit of space to work in. So we're going to be just fitting this in. Obviously I've got to clean it up a bit and make some kind of surround in there, and or bezel, and, you know, but that should be fine. Anyway, but what I'm going to be doing now is I'm actually going to be pushing these back in place for now, and I'm going to be plugging it in and turning it on, because I need to find some voltages in here to replace this neon lamp with an LED. So, okay, I'm going to go set this up. Okay, let's have a look here. Right, here's the power cord. Still not entirely happy with that. This one's the current one, so we'll whack that back in here for now. I've not yet plugged it in, so I feel a little safer right now. Bit of a contortionist act here. Just to hold the movements in place. And to be certain, put an electrical band-aid on it. Right. Make sure the fan can still spin while they're there. Okay. And before I start, I'm going to find myself a nice little ground reference. What I'll do is I'm going to use the ground post. I must go to one of the caps. Right. It would have helped if I could find a circuit, but yeah, that's the ground there. Okay. Okay, we're going live. Nope. Whoa. That's in the frickin' ohms range. That's 1.87 volts. Now, does that change? Yeah, that changes. Yeah, it's 102 volts there. That changes. That changes. Changes. That changes. Hey. What's something that doesn't change? I turn the voltage up and down when I do this. So, yeah. It's also variable. Anywhere where it's constant. One little point. All seems to be variable. I just need a static point that will work. Presume these are kind of AC coupling. Well, it's 34 volts AC there. 63 there, 91 there, 100 there, 72 there, 6.7 there. Let's see, does that change? No. We may have something here. Document that. Okay, 6.79 volts AC. And that is that connected right there. So that's the two. Okay. Maybe I could get away with putting a diode, just a diode and a resistor on there. If it doesn't cause too much flicker, that would be good. Yeah. As that, I mean the LED. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see. That'd be perfect as well. Actually, no, I'm just going to rectify it out, because this needs between 4 and 30 volts to be powered. So yeah. So we'll definitely do that. So okay. So I'm going to shut down for now, and then I'm going to hook up some wires to the front with this, and see what we get. Okay, let's see them. Okay. Alright, what I got it now hooked up is the my other meter right now is powering this, which it will be when I turn it on. I got the voltage hooked up right now, but I don't have the current hooked up because I have to break in the loop somewhere. I got to figure out how to do that yet. But anyway, let's see. So I got the voltage hooked up internally, and I have the meter hooked up to the front, so I can see what goes on. So let's turn it on. So far, so good. Almost, yeah. I'm quite happy with that. This meter apparently should take up to 100 volts, so which is more than enough. Now, if I wanted to be all snobby about it, I could actually take this meter and calibrate it, because there is a dial at the back, a pot at the back to change it. 77.1 on the meter, which is still far in excess of the 75 volt standard rating for this, so it's still good. 1 to 0. So far so good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, so now I've got to figure out how to get the current feedback. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've hooked it up like so. I don't know if you can see that properly. Basically what I did is I broken the ground path, and it's now passing through the meter. Now the meter, it says, 1 minute, let me try and bring the specs up. Yeah, up to 10 amp apparently it's supposed to take, but we're only doing 1.5 amps, so it makes no difference. You know, shouldn't really matter. So all the return path is going through there, which I'm not too happy about, but you know, doesn't seem to be connecting anywhere else. But these are the internal power connections. This obviously stays here, and this goes to the sensor wire to the meter for the voltage. And the black goes to black, and the red goes to the front, and that is just screwed, you know. I took it out over here. So what I've done, I've got a 10 ohm resistor hooked up to crocodile clips on the front, and so basically I'm gonna set this thing to 5 volts, which I did just before the shot. Is that okay? So 5 volts divided by 10 ohms, we're looking at 500 milliamps, so half an amp should be on here. So if I plug that in, okay, 0.41, so not so bad. So if I increase the voltage, that should also increase. Yeah, to our maximum. If I use the current limiting, should be able to bring it down. Yeah, I am happy with that. Like I say, it might need a bit of calibration, but other than that, it's hot. Other than that, it's that's looking good. Now all I have to do is make a rectifier and circuit for this, and a regulator tap off for an LED. Okay, so I'll get on with that. Okay, I guess the one of the main questions right now is, how will this react if I amputate the displays? Because that's what's going to need to be done, because I have to replace the front panel. Now, just to know, I when I flipped this over, I had a quick look and I traced it back. There's the 2 points, one part of a diode, one part of a capacitor here, that connect to this point. So I'm going to tap wires onto this in my lab in a few minutes, and build a little rectifier circuit and put it all together. But first I want to see how this reacts to losing its meters. So I'm going to turn this on as a control test. should I go? I'll go to 20 volts. Actually, no, I need a current reading, so 2 volts with the with the 10 ohm resistor on it. So, okay, so that's what we get for that. Right, so let's cut the I just touched something, I think it might short something. That's working alright. Okay, let's cut the voltage sense wires. Maybe a better pair of wire cutters would be better. Well. Here we have the volts, and so far so good. Okay, so now let's cut the current sense. We're now independent of the screen cables, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go build a circuit. I'm going to take this downstairs and trim it up a bit, trim up these wires a bit, and tap onto there. I'm also going to tap this connector onto here in more of a permanent fashion. Now, must be careful because that cap actually does hold a voltage for a while. So yeah. Okay, so I'll be back up again in a few minutes and we'll continue. Okay, I'm having to record this on my my other phone because my other phone's battery died. Okay, it was in the middle of doing stuff. Okay, the neon bulb. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. Okay, this is the neon bulb. It had two these connectors on it, and it was like in there. These were interwound in there, and they tapped onto these two 110 volt primary windings. So I took them out. I did tap into the board with there, but it was giving weird readings. It kept interfering with the system. As you can see, I made a little board here. Probably with a bridge rectifier and a resistor for the LED, and I put a smoothing cap on it anyway because for some reason it didn't quite create just quite enough voltage to start the screen up anyway. But yeah, so that didn't work. It interfered with the circuit. So what I've done is I actually found two spare windings on the transformer, which are actually at 24 volts. So I've just temporarily moved the circuit over. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually reuse these spade connectors because they'll be able to just plug into there. And you can see I fitted the LED. I've fitted these as it should be, and it's plugged in. So let's have a look. You can see quite a nice bright light. So voltage goes all the way up, which works out quite good. Now I did notice the plastic melting before of the resistor. I mean, let's turn this off. I put tape around the board and I noticed it was melted where the resistor was, so and that was when I had it before. So I'm wondering if it's still getting hot here. So what I'll do is I'll temporarily attach these and then plug them in so I can then fold this thing over. I can't really do it with the crocodile clips on. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I flipped it over anyway. It's all plugged in, ready to go. Now, let's see if I can zoom correctly. There we go. Now you can see this is where the resistor is. I put that on as a bodge, but anyway, let's turn this on. Gonna melt any more or anything? Let's see. Oh. If I can get away with that running quite smoothly. See, the LED is fine. Okay, let's do the voltage up and see how it goes. Okay, there we go. So you can see the meter in the corner. Maybe if I tighten these a little bit. There we go. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing it properly. But so bloody hard trying to keep them both in the same shot. Fortunately, I don't think I can keep them both focused anyway. So let's do that all the way down. Yeah. That seems to work okay. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and then I'm going to feel the temperature on that. It's a little warm, but I did originally position it like this, so it's close to the edge of the case. I want to take the cap off. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to put a load on and see how we fare with it. I haven't tested the current capability yet since fitting this internally. Okay. Okay, turn the voltage down, turn the current handling up. Right. So yeah, seems to be handling it quite decently. I'm just worried about that. Becomes an issue, I might put a beefier. Yeah, that is going to be an issue. I think I definitely need to put a beefier resistor in there. But yeah, so far so good. Anyway, I'll get on with the resistor change and I'll be back. Okay, I've cleaned it up a little bit. I've now got it on much nicer through here, and there's the board as it is now. I put a bit of a chunkier resistor on it. I found a 2.2K, and what I did is I took out the neon bulb out of the old bezel and fit an LED. Now it's got a red filter on it, so I replaced the green LED with a red one, and I cut the middle bit out of here, so this just sits here right now. I'm gonna eventually make a plate that will make it sit nice in the middle. Anyway, so let's turn it on. See, it's once it gets into focus. But yeah, so you can see it's well, this is what it's going to look like when it's done, basically, with that in the center. So yeah, but I think that's going to be part of the third video. Same with the changing of the plug at the back. Yeah, I put a lot of work into making sure the screen works. Now, is that? It's slightly warm, but not too much. But I put it there, and I'm going to pull it out just a little bit so it touches the case a bit when everything's on there. And yeah, I just put some hot glue to keep it in position. And what I did is I changed the wires over here so so now it goes onto a proper ring connector, and the earth connects directly to the wires. I also put the protection diode across the output rather than taking it off, so that works fine. So yeah, other than this looking out of place, it will you know, it's like a job well done. Okay, that was a very successful modification. I'm very happy with it. Sure, the cosmetic bit in the front, not quite the best, but yeah. The next video will be concentrating on the fitting an IEC connector, as well as cleaning up the cosmetics on the front, and then and possibly a whole run through of doing it again with the second one. But until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.